Honorable Reverend Ntim Fordjour, a MP for Asin South. Now, was signed former Deputy Education Minister. Now, Yanini and Komo Emfa and Sembia and the Ghanaian publisher Ediaba. All about me watching.
Yeah, opening.
Now, I'm going to say,
Namiada Roma, Mihoya Paranso,
Bibia Bokopa. Na, Eja, Yantia Sempagana, Sabra, Honorable Omar Wama. Eja, Okoye. Na anu akwa na omu ye na yi na yesi wo se say it me appoint defense minister now. Why?
You would me chiana made in Jackson committee for you na the tennis or mind diano bambon some yadi here bambon some a decline sunset usika some sorry pejadum pepper so simple na de bambon some diagro na nipa bone full beto shell so at the tima ya be the beshimu we sika wa pumali egu we inflation ya o dia perform ene o dollar wa ma rate na ejina nyina no ne nyina be hwe egu sanse akra abese o mine no bebo enti no ma bia amfa ne bammo ni agro na akoba satorensem ya say yesi na ye defense minister ahwere nkwa ministers bi no so aka ho ahwere wo nkwa MPs bi ewu mu ahwere wo nkwa asodafo bi ewu mu ahwere wo nkwa na o memu no nyina di arevo na yede akoma baako edi ejam wom ase wo mo ni unyam edi wo mo kwan fe ye wie akata wo mo chi emma bosmi miensa ene ye wo mu defense minister ye empower mampani appointed defense minister bia wo he MPC free mu a ntempa constitution no ase emi ato wo mo so aba emo wo nya replacement Yeniano Milu Mufri Mu Honorable NS Kumi Honorable Mutala Mu Amiato and Safre Yatu Musaba Emma last week ye bar parliament speaker I swear replacement womo bedi womadian I swear omo in Emma omo to omujume dieso na about defense minister there Prez Mahama say finance minister na or no na juma no esosin obia de wo Ghana Minister Bienua, the Juman Associate Defense Minister, or Associate Finance Minister, or share some Kuntabuso, no or share IMF program, so no or dollar rate, so no or other inflation, no or the bitia workers a car, the bitia contractors a car, and they said the sick assembly budget preparation. They say why you busy or prepare budgeter and only ever be one bobo in the next month or so. Na nyina mu na Sunday finance minister san question is say nipa ba akofo ono enhwe defense so no san hwe finance so a na say amemu no ntiase na say bambo no enya de hian say amena o ka say the various partners sub region mu West Africa sub region mu a wo hwe violent extremism and the threat of terrorism Obeti esi Maya obia esi ewo Mali, BSC wo Niger, BSC wo Burkina, BSC wo Ivory Coast. Shedi ACC ewo Togo. Echada ho gidi. Na se ekobanse sabri binyiri conflict equal see over 23,000 ekoye refugees. 10,000 ekoye refugees wo Burkina, 13,000 ekoye refugees ewo Ivory Coast. Now she sampa ejada ho boko de yen kan wiye. Na threat of terrorism also. Sabia, Ushe DCC or Nigeria and other places. Yen Yankupon Kwan, the cry. Now say, the Brady Barbetuo, Emma, or Bihufra Barbedia Canadian, no I accident, and quay defense. A very dangerous and a very reckless. And not to signal our echo in the sub region, you know. Dudona, and who says, yen fire bomb on some. Sabi, young fan seriously, no. The Roman Penise with immediate effect on appointed a substantive defense minister. Sabi Amino Cafe. So therefore, woman knew because woman fee said, yeah, for almost serious. We don't prioritize them and we don't respect them enough. and to find them deserving, so wombenya a substantive minister or co-cabinet, or ne kwaku jinem ama wom, aka wom asem ama wom, womu hia asem waka ama wom, ohwe emmoa ne akandie a womu hia ese de ma wom, wombe hia kasama afo a na finance minister no no wotumi aka ne de nyina wi no asan ba behwe defense nso de aka enti wohwe ndisi mu nso a megiri se womo obi a anankofo a wombetumi ebu baako betumi aba bedi saa dibrei a enkofa han bia emma adan no ntumi appoint emu baako bosome miensa ni sasa semu we se bia nka na otwumi nu anansa bosome baako pachi na nka obi pija mu se ya appoint substantive minister eno beka se uzan from crown pass na we bosome miensa eni wom we enti ya twen a kopem san ansa ya fa ye mbambo nsam nsam amana hiaye wo hwe security the bia ekofomwa they say from the second most peaceful country in Africa no ye shine amba from kra from the 38th most peaceful country in the whole world no say ye shine amba 61st then to me ye try ame ba mo na jijansa wotumi anyi obi oginidi apa no as defense minister ebra asase torrent we dey see ya ma me amadanfo eye onya ne be biko honorable Dr. Manebo ama FM hwere ni nkwen dodo na ebusiafo hwere anim Ghana fo hwere anim asudafo ya de dia wo na fire aeroplane de kobai hwere anim saka hwere mu no mpo no bosome miensa chi bibi beba betodwa na kana poso bi mpo report no na poso saka comprehensive one na nko mu ntumi wie ye pa enka bosome miensa chi die ekwomo deserve so ombenya report no nya hwe na poso ne nyina no we don't even have a defense minister yes substantive de bia no 24 hours a day or drinadrian ne heartbeat and na drinwin or koda defense or besoria defense and ajua defense ewia bimbo ye ni bi enti no bede kra na sa report no krampo no aba na yetumi ya discuss hu yi last week yeah military parliament and say and new maybe see here for bimbo nsem ho na ebudu na sabre no na ye wo recess inti parliament then tumi anka ho asem no na wochi ye yesemu yi was speaker of parliament defense minister no interior minister no mu nyina be tui ani mo parliament no my briefing sampa de ekosen benyiri de no eduru sen boko de ekosen na nyina mu no na so wa nya substantive minister na say acting no omra oba na ubisa no question obeden wotumi ama questions are emudo the fact that the original area we have many people in this country won't be to me when to me enya wasuda phobia wa office ojini bia bia wakwa homdie mu a obetumi aya betumi nya police ni pani bia wakwa homdie mu a obetumi ahwe sa position oba parliament korana ye wo akukudamu a e wo ndc mu a wo mu abobere e wo defense mu obedi se ona bo agaga odi adwuma mana obetumi aye ne kama for why the deputy minister for GRP for 8 years what me Gina I spokesperson ranking member on defense and interior honorable Dr. Zaneto Rolling and so you be about parliament when this is one also Gina etumi kasa ho bambo mu awakodari wo wo share even the current national security coordinator COP Abdulrazak Sia also wakodari defense in intelligence security friends and peace operations and nyoma fa bambo ho omo sa enan ya mabobo so ebu bia betumi aye and then na won di ba ko ni na ntumi fa no fa so bia say out of the mabobo ikra and a wo du for won chen a odi dia appoint the person Prez Mahama please the bambo nsam ade ehia na sa bre ye mfa ye bambo meto chacha dia week ye mu bodini na parliament yen tutu na no ne mo support no me ni minister who had for 3 months a call recently and nam say bambo hu hiantika at any time bia ko mampani ebo obi bin say nipa we and am person obey defense minister na say nipa na bia no onye executive minister ya vetina And Tempana MP, 276 MPs, no, everybody will stop whatever they are doing and respond to an emergency require. Yebepa, na yababe vete, or minister, na the amount, because by more dear, a yadi here pa. And the best, more be and cananun to, the son said, the echoes are very dangerous. When your ministry be a here, but when your ministry be a EBG January 2, near Casimu be a nano. Highly disrespectful to the soldiers. Very, 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 very. Imagine, sir, an education ministry, and Uncle Bosmaniansa, any substantive education minister, and as a minister who will be in area, so Bosmaniansa, who will send a chance for, and a teacher for, and the professors in the common budget. MTS, will be answering to Mubi, Nana, what you are, Ntim Mahama, appoint somebody. Channel or channel. It begs for a lot of questions. Sir, they are nation equine. They are now monitoring training answer. They are now my own to mean Fijina. We need him to be bold and decisive in this matter. Now, we are appointed defense minister. One for Emma Ghana. Now we are Stefan and who said Ghana, a bambody, yan fan to crack. Yan fire bambon yan to your man from man for so crack. Ko Russia, ko US. 1 year, woman, Aquadari Moon Crown, woman was Secretary of State, or Chef Bambon Samson was Secretary for Defense. Until would be to say, putting now or no crown or over their president. No, yet national security guru crown. On fun and defense minister and Feniagro crown, or Babema and Framafaso. And your best, Yenya, Fabri, ye face it threat to her, left, right, center, everywhere, no. The big crowd from the beer everywhere, even from a poso crowd, piracy near Dina. I'm sorry, Giddy. And you know, I'm sorry, Waka, near Fiano, one penny, appointed defense minister. No one far report on the aircraft crash and also Emra, near Liverpool.
Now, why you deputy minister for education? Now, one casa a year, Honorable Harry Idrisu, also yes, substantive education minister, the assembly to just say. The use of local language, lower primary for Bano, as I say, it me use soon ye pa near the idea. Minimum come at was saying.
Often, a ban on language policy or Ghana, and this is for so many motor was no more TSC, no signal a bebwa. The answer is one TSC in a particular Copenhagen announcement to say, primary, the copim teachers, Ubia fact. Akorano kurum kasa anana se ne ma me kasa ene mfa nkyere na dia na wafom na oman no mafia na aba bese no san se oman no language policy abakwasem e wo na me ba be ka kire wi ene ye tiefu e wa ho brasim in the 1950s adeba then ye say language policy be say a free kindergarten sabe krano na ye mainstream kindergarten to the first 3 years of akorano na di chiremonu teacher ni no emfa akora no ne maame kasa the teacher ma otiasie na emfa nkyere no or the training we are from the fourth grade akron na ye the drofon ababi wurem na je say wa build the foundation no na odeko the musa na kudu 2002 education reform bi ba ye better san no say there be me emfa akora no maame kasa emfa nkyere na de na emu no Yenfa Brofon Shafi entering Kumemwa Fanko 2007 and a Professor Joffos and a more mensa committee that they reformed the Baya or Manage 2 Muse. Yenfa kindergarten, primary 1, 2, 3, first 5 years of Akrano Nadisiano. Yenfa Kasa Nema Meka, our Tiasie, local language or no Tiasie, mother tongue, and the Yenfa the language. In education policy and functional idea. Now we are the Akabia from P4 Ekron, yeah, the Brofonso Atwaso. Even Grano, they were so careful, say, one more straight jacketed. And we recommend is even for the first 5 years, that's KG1, KG2, and then class 1, class 2, class 3, no Grano. Language policy, Nyan is 70-30. Now, 70-30, no. 70% no enye ni krum kasa ono kasa locally no se dia dagbani se chi senzema se kan se gruni se fante ene ever needed this ano. Yen fe no na ntre no. Ne mu 30% no betumi adan dan brofo kakra. Na no mu ene kura mu kakra. Na se all the policy no ye adwuma advantages be brewom. Advantage ba ko e wo mu no se. Nhwehwemu adedi se akra no nemfi a edi animu no what the kasa or no can see ni the otina se e de sase a e ma no tumi ete ade bi a wo kire na se a ekire bi na de brofon so ba beto aso a aye mre di ama no na challenge ba ko e wo no se be bi de se enkran be bi za denta madina East Legon ni manom ni ade kasa ben e na ade be kire because I before chief for 24 nkranfo enti no kasa bebre wo e tada bi kra betumi akọ region bi na bronu bi wo ha obekọ no na sa kasa edoso wo ankra no eno mo ka no enye kasa efri sa ekuro ne so enso nipa dodo na wo no sa kasa no mo ka enti no teacher ni na wo di a teacher for ade omo ko no kasa ben na obema omo sabia wo mo akọ kire enti do bi Madina for instance now strictly no one can implement the L1 to L2 policy say a local language no fan kwachira or den kan na kwachira and now the tree na kwachira and now the fante until that then we provided further guidelines and the do some complexity no for playground language the enkrano free classroom akudina bonten so and our park so di akura kasa wo mo etanka no eno na fa doctor. So we have a lot of challenges in some of these things. But over in Krunkitu mo abed the hono said ya me district go say chin ye nyina ayeka. Nje no who use language policy now. It works very fine up to P3. But after P3 who can say on twaso no fa mother tongue chi no and one fa entra dia. And no seem to be brave because fraction no won't me and can achieve movement in the photosynthesis. Whether not what can achieve that? How a compound, how can you describe a compound? Chemical reaction, whether it is a young shen, you may be now I can say a young fachi, young fa frafa, young fa and cry, young fa is the ma and enter Mofana dia metem JHSA. O baby, our secondary school. Secondary school, and yet tree near the quarter and the and yet fa and the quarter, young can answer. In the money, but when they and you know, if you get that policy wrong, you are setting the children up to fail and to struggle in secondary school. So what we did, and I say, the advantages and disadvantages, the woman, and who said, problem now, it is not about how long that the local language, you know, a better of Rana, a ma, almost an name. Special techniques be a teacher for no. They printed textbooks amawom. Now you do fast training anymore a phonics based approach. Phonics, no, not just a sound. Lectures say what I can come on say say be, say de, say said the teacher for no to me a master. No ma fast wa combining every extra kurano na sound no a quadare no. And you say mother tongue, say a bofo, and no one say the parent intervention no ever. And year early grade reading program. Now, sir, early grade reading program near friend transition to English. It's between one crack, jolly phonics, and no movie. USI is almost a boy. I training teacher 4 hours in 11 local languages. From kindergarten, another thing, P3, no. Your momo quadare, opa. And you know, what transition and we from P4 chrono there, I will say, or the brofono, every room. Now, have phonics principles, no, who adopt to our brofum, now they said the rest of the subject. Nanono was very successful. That is what the minister now, as of Opeho and Krakane policy document, intervention, no document, I think in the Atohono. And this was touching as not as Ukusum. No, or the Juma, not me into no, and Rebecca go to scale or trim, not kind of fun, the methodology any the pedagogical technique teacher ni bia be sum dia kira kwara de the TNS nso so kwa sa technique ne de ba ene say in 2015 na se ofa enkora a ewo P2 na wo de book bi mo so mo kan ya the whole Ghana no P2 learners no o ha mu tichemu mienu pe na na etumi ekenkan say ye twi say ye brofo say ye nzima say the krum kasa bia whichever whether local language or English no only 2% of people are P2 in this country in 2015 and I know what to me ekan and so yet this intervention will be good no by 2023 now yeah national standardized test no na etunya pages with 2% na 38%. There's a union rule but there's been a massive jump. Until no one has what transfer. And yes, sir, a Bible for about minister for Banti, the two year now area human action. Now they said the before France is under so BID before Froba. And two banana the cast from crazy copim primary 6. Many teachers, teacher need the answer, mother tongue and entra. I am misplaced. It's not grounded on any theory, it is not grounded on any empirical evidence. It is not grounded on any pilot to be a command. I'm a woman for so. And the minister should not be quick to change the language policy of Ghana, but to revert to the order. Any interventions are abua na equal anymore. No one to answer. And yes, I almost say, the language policy for the back. They should be clear in their mind. No one team language policy ni nanya clear. No more fa and netuja. Near who said language policy no say anything, but just merely giving announcement say KG are copying a primary basic school, will be in fact a local language and then without being clear on the policy. You are confusing the system and you are confusing the teachers. And now, will the teacher are you asking the teachers to abandon the training they have been given? And are you and the question is teacher need to be all man probi and to part say and crying and one fan to be there and copying to be teachers. Then on crying no obey then was to me actually a science and a math at a one crime and the moon. Now so be and crying no and no we are what they bound the crackle aeroplane. Because we much as we all agree say local language at the good foundation. At the advanced level, there were a lot of limitations. Apart from people like Singapore, South Korea, China, and other countries, local language, and a SAS here at the building will be the whole country, Kasaba Kupen Womoka, Oko Korea, Kasaba Kumunaka. And once they adopt that local language, they know, and they have more language of instruction, and as they know, they have more language in education. And no, everybody will come around it, and that's what they have used all these years. But Binamuka, Fante, Binamuka, Bani, Binamuka, Binamuka, Nzima, and to the Mubako Ben, Aoba Befa. Now, what they are, yes, our local language, not a good people. I develop on to the center, will be to me a use to know as the basis to build concepts in science, in physics, in chemistry, in engineering, in innovation, in robotics. I don't know how are you going to do that? Looking at the peculiar limitation I want. And yes, I'm bringing about the Casa de Babetradium. The over now, they should reinforce it. No man in Quenim. Now, baby, over the money, Ashanidi, M1 or mine.
Honorable Mamma was no pay.
Sure.
We shall one so. Bye bye. Honorable Reverend Ntim Fordjour, MP for Assin South. And the end, I think, okay, 101.7. So, no. Young Quay and him not fay. Your father,
Okotinkomo.
Daddy, young go.